Hello guys, welcome back. Athena here. This is the Daily Grind. This is Saint Seiya Awakening. This is the Singapore version that has English as one of the available languages. Now, today's video is about Cosmos. What are Cosmos? If you're not familiar with the Knights of the Zodiac anime and manga, Cosmos is the spirit battle energy that these characters have learned to control, gather, and convert into attacks. But in this game, Cosmos work kind of like gear for any other games. So what Cosmos do is complement your character's stats and give them a certain balance or certain abilities that they don't naturally have. For example, here is the Knight of Aries, and I'm going to be using interchangeably the terminology of Saint and Knight because, well, when I met or when I knew of this series, I knew them as the Knights of the Zodiac. But in the original version, they are called Saints. And the game also refers to the characters as Saints. But I gather that some people might get offended with that. That's one of the reasons that Knights of the Zodiac didn't took off in the United States, because it has very heavy religious undertones. For example, you have one character that is a Catholic Russian that fights for a Greek goddess, and he is you're just informed that he's Catholic, but he or Christian, something like that. It's nondescript Western stuff because the guy is Russian. Also, this series is very popular, or was very popular, because it's one of the first anime and manga series that features a worldwide diversity in their characters. You have characters from Russia, from Japan, from China, from Africa, from Europe, from Asia, tons of places. Latin America, there are at least two characters that come from Latin America, one from Mexico and one from Brazil. Oh no, there's three, because there's an Argentinian too. It's hard to keep track of who's from where, because everybody has green, purple, weird colors on their hair and skin. Anyways, Cosmos. The game divides the cosmos in three types: solar, lunar, and star, which is called astral in the Chinese version, and what amounts to be a second or third passive for your character is called legendary cosmos. Now you have to be level 40 and have 4 stars rank in your character before you are able to fully equip all the cosmos grid. In the very beginning, until level 20, before you reach rank 3, you can only equip solar cosmos. When you reach 3 stars rank, you are able to also equip the lunar cosmos. And just for simplicity's sake, I'm going to be calling them the red, yellow, blues, and purple cosmos, because it's way easier than having to keep track, because it doesn't make any sense that some are solar and some are physical and some are magic. Some give defense, physical defense, some give magical defense, and stuff like that, just to keep it simple. So here we have Mu, and if we go to his information tab, before you level him up, his stats the stats for every character are ranked from C rank, the lowest. That means that character is weak in a particular stat, all the way to S rank. So here we have the stats for Mu, and the little heart is the HP that your character has. There's no stamina, there's no health, nothing like that. You only have a bar of HP. You have a number representing the amount of life or damage that your character can endure. Um, in the overall picture, Mu will be cataloged as a tank because he has a very large HP pool. But he is not, because if you notice the defense stats, that's the little shields. The yellow one is physical defense and the blue one is magical defense. Even though they are ranked A, they are not very high for a rank A character. He is just in the limit to qualify for A rank, but he doesn't have high defense in either capacity. Now, he has a pretty decent magical attack and decent speed. Even though his magical attack, that's the little blue star under the HP, is rank C, that's a pretty large number for a base stat because he is a caster, and I'm going to explain to you later in another video how to catalog the characters according to that. But his Mu is very run of the mill, and I'm going to explain to you in an in-depth video why he has the stats that he has. Now, this thing called battle attributes can only be modified through Cosmos. And since we have a very large HP stat, then you have to equip Cosmos for Mu that increase those stats. Like, for example, this one, Tenacity, there's not a lot of Cosmos right now. But for example, these red ones, if you gather 3 of the same, they give a bonus of 10% HP for your character. So Mu, who has a very large HP pool, that 10% really starts adding up, because the yellow Cosmos that I have equipped for him also give HP stat, and if you gather 3 of the same, they don't have to be the same rank, just the same type, to get those bonus that are listed there in the set attribute. And finally, the blue Cosmos, I chose this one because they give a speed, and when you gather 3 of the same Cosmos, you get a 20 speed bonus for your character. Now, whenever you unlock new Cosmos, be it rank, the lowest Cosmos rank is B, A, S, and SS, or double S. I don't know how to catalog. Extra special, I don't know. They have a red lettering atop the Cosmos image. Well, they don't have to be the same rank. Like you see here, I have this yellow Cosmos A rank and B rank, but I still get the attribute. And this screen here on the right that I'm moving, that lists all the bonuses that you get from your Cosmos. But you also have a detailed list here in this exclamation point that lists your base stats, and on the left side in white numbers, and on the right side you get the bonuses added from Cosmos. So for example, now Mu with the Cosmos equipped has a speed of 358. But then I can start upgrading this cosmos. And how do I do that? You click on the cosmos and you click on upgrade, which is the yellow button, and then you start sacrificing different cosmos that you have lying around. Now, it's better in this game in the very beginning if you make one or two of your characters very, very strong, because that will allow them to carry your team. Now, for me, I only have two gold saints or gold knights, Aries Mu and Pisces Aphrodite. But Mu was my first character, and he is pretty good in the end game meta, so I'm going to start working on him first. And now I'm going to give him a couple of cosmos to sacrifice some, and as you can see, the basic attributes of the cosmos have started to increase. Now I have 10 physical defense from this new moon cosmos at level 2, and the speed increased from 7 to 9. So I'm gonna bring that to level 3, because every time you upgrade your cosmos, there is a very small chance that you will get an extra attribute like that. Now I have HP, and I don't have enough cosmos to keep upgrading because I have to save this for my other characters. But that's how you improve your character. So now his speed is 364. Now all these cosmos go all the way to level 10, and there is a very small chance that you will end up with 6 sub attributes, and that's going to come later, so don't worry too much about that. But good cosmos, the cosmos that you want to keep, you're going to have to hunt for rank SS cosmos, and you're going to have to level them up to level 10, and at level 10 they should spawn 6 sub attributes that are helpful for your character. So don't get too excited right now, but also don't worry too much when you get new cosmos. Like, you're going to change 10, 20, or maybe 30 before you finalize your character. And later on you're going to be swimming in cosmos, because this game is very, very friendly for free players, and it's even friendlier for paying players. Like, if you are in a real hurry to gear up your characters, you can come to this screen in the store and buy cosmos right out. Now, only buy cosmos that are useful for your character, that are sold for money, like this. And if you think this is expensive, it's not, because you get a lot of money in this game. In the Chinese version, I have over 3 billion, I think, or maybe it's 3 trillion gold coins. And I bring that to 2 billion, and then it works itself up, because there is very little to spend on. Using money, I mean. Leveling up your character doesn't cost money. It only costs money to upgrade your rank, but it's not so expensive that you break your bank. You can bring several characters at once. The game has been out for only a week, so have a little patience. Level up your account. That's one of the advices I can give you. Don't re-roll. Every character that has had a banner in this game is added to the common summoning pool. So if you didn't get Saga in his banner, if in a couple of days the Aiolos banner is going to end, if you didn't get Aiolos in that banner, don't worry, sooner or later you're going to have him. Like, I have been playing 7 or 8 months now in the Chinese version. I don't remember. I started playing in November last year. But I didn't start in the very beginning. I missed a lot of the banners. When I started playing, the featured character was one of the Virgos. So I think I missed like 5 or 6 banners, and right now I'm only missing the Scorpio Saint from the Gauls, and Poseidon from the gods, and from the specters is a character called Wyvern Radamantis. So I'm not missing a lot. And I have gotten several repeats of the gold characters, and that's something that you have to keep your eye on. Not related to Cosmos, but I'm just going to leave that as a comment aside. Whenever you get repeats, you use those repeats to level up your skill. Instead of using these blue books, you can use a repeat character to level up your skills. And as they get more and more expensive, you are better off holding on to those repeat shards, to those repeat cards, to level up the skills of your characters. Well, that was the video for today, and tomorrow I'm going to give you a quick tip. Well, I'm going to give it to you right now. There's this thing called Athena trial that you have to keep playing. I recommend strongly that you start playing this. If you haven't, you can access that from your questing menu here in the daily. Oh, I have prices. Here, Athena trial, you get 5 free tries every day. Even if you lose a challenge, you don't actually use your attempt until you finish the trial and win. Now, why should you be playing this? Because instead of spending stamina farming for experience bottles, you can come here and just play until you can no longer advance. When you reach a point that no matter how you build your team and you still lose, just stay on that floor. Like, for example, I'm here because I have spent all my tries for today. So tomorrow after reset I'm going to get another 5 tries. So I'm going to finish floor 7 and maybe I will reach floor 10. But why it's better to farm this instead of farming the other stuff? Because here, in just one single try without using any stamina, this is just floor 7, you get 62,000 experience points for leveling up your saints, and that number increases the higher you go in this ladder. Like, for example, this level 36, you start getting rank S Cosmos, growth tomes shards, and for example, floor number 36 gives away 140,000 experience points, and this reaches floor 80 something, 85 I believe, yes, level 85. Every time, once you have defeated a floor, you can repeat that without using energy, just spending one of your free tries. When you reach these levels, you are going to be making 350,000 experience points. Now, multiply that for 5, and you will realize that you're going to be making 1.5 million experience every day after you reach that. I'm stuck around level 50, I think, in the Chinese version, because it supplies all the experience I need for the day. That's a 250,000 experience points. So I get 1 million experience points just from doing this every day. So you will notice that it's way better than using stamina to get your experience points. So later on, as you start playing more and more, as you level up your characters, as you level up your gear, your cosmos, as you awaken the seven sense and stuff like that, you are going to be able to bring every character you have, because the game is designed that way. Um, Certain points in story mode can only be defeated with certain compositions. So what is going to be keeping you, what is going to be holding you back really is not the experience points, is not the money, is not the skills of your characters, the skill level of your characters. It's whether or not you actually have the character. But it's still pretty flexible for a Chinese game, because ultimately this is a Chinese game. Well, that was the video for today. So, see you again next time. And remember, keep grinding on.